What's good, YouTube? And like I said from the, or actually before I even get there, if you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. I've been getting better at doing that. Okay, we're about to disconnect here from the charger, and once I upload these tonight, you guys should get the Goodwill haul video that is in to a very little minimal amount explaining that we're about to go do our part 2 trail walk for you guys. For myself, of course, obviously I'm going to be, in real time doing it. You guys are going to watch it a little bit later on. But that being said, obviously, just to let you guys know, this is probably going to be a decently long video because and I know I'm not the only one. I enjoy long ass walks through the woods. It's just peaceful, calming. I've already become a bit one with nature, if you will. So, as you guys will also see that in the Goodwill haul prior to this one. I'm not certain if I've, in the previous one, if I recorded, like, the name of the trail or whatever, but as we get up out of the car, we'll go over and I will record that part for you. So, if you so choose to, and if you live around here or know of the trail, you've either already done it or, you got the info to come and do so. Other than that, we're going to flip it around because you guys don't need to see my ugly ass face, especially out on the trail, so you guys can actually see Mother Nature, not all this shit. So we're going to head out of the car. I'm going to flip it over so we can walk to the information sign, and then we're about to head off into the woods, yo. I don't need no damn flash on there. Alright. So, yeah. Not meaning to necessarily get them in there. Well, he's not in this vehicle. He went into the woods before I even made the Goodwill video. So, and that's the only vehicle here. And of course, he's the only person that I've seen actually go in. So, here's all this stuff in case you guys may want it for anything at all. I don't know if you guys can do barcode or QR codes and all that shit through the video, but if you can, there you go. If you need that for anything. All right, I will try to do as little to no talking, but I will have little chats here and there. I believe there's a spot up here that we will have the choice of going left or right. I'm almost certain. It feels like it's been probably like 2 or 3 months. I don't know. That feels like that we went down this trail before, but I'm almost certain that there is an option to go right, because I'm pretty certain it came into a fork, if you will. Just listen to it. So fucking peaceful. There we go. There we go. Alright, so yeah. I don't know, for some reason, in ways that looks kind of fucking creepy. But we've also already went down that way the last time, so I'd still go through it regardless. But there's the other signage there for y'all. Okay, so yes, we're definitely going this route, so I'm telling you, I'm not even bullshitting you. As long as I could, I mean, I would say like the most luxurious items. Say if I was out here in these woods, living in a tent, which don't even get it twisted, I would fucking do it in a heartbeat. I shit you not. I know, of course, I would have some luxury items, like I'd have my TV, because of course I would stream. I mean, that's just, to me, that's a given, and to a few people, because, I mean, I enjoy doing that, obviously, for you guys, and of course, myself as well. So I have, luxury items, TV, 5, and the internet. That's pretty much like the luxury items, because of course I need the internet to excuse me, I need the internet to do the whole streaming bit, and TV to play on, and then obviously the console to play from. So, but yeah, that would be my luxury items, if you will. Probably like a mini fridge, most would say, would probably be a luxury item, since it's not a cooler. But if I'm living like right there, that would be fucking cool as shit. Have a big ass monster fucking tent. I mean, fuck it, if you're gonna live in the woods and also have a fucking tent, you can be luxurious in a fucking tent too. I mean, you can be fucking simple fucking plain Jane, or you can actually have a little bit of outdoorsy fucking type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm gonna have like no fucking mansion tent wise and all that shit, but onto that aspect, it will be nice. I will have my luxury items and have it, looking decent, but that way you don't have that fucking mortgage, you don't have that rent, you don't have maintenance. I'm not trying to sound lazy, but I'm also trying to fucking just live life as fucking simply as I can. Just depends on how you want to live your lifestyle. Is obviously within that end of how expensive it will and it won't be. I personally, probably my own self, I would say easily I could live for well under $1,000 for literally just my fucking self. I wouldn't foresee any reason why I could not, especially with my tow vehicle once I get it. It's paid for. There's no car note, gas, maintenance, insurance. Tow behind, same thing. Bundled, probably make it cheaper. That right there basically is like, if you will, my rent mortgage. Having the vehicles, having that insurance and maintenance. Yeah, that there alone isn't fucking cheap, but because maintenance, that's not going to happen monthly, depending on how much you're actually mobile with both of them. Oh, it's a bridge. See it right there? I knew it was going to focus on my finger, but she's a little dry. Just a wee bit. see there. But seriously though, I mean, I don't know, me personally, you guys know, especially if you have followed the channel, you do know that that's one thing I'm trying to go with. The only thing is, like, I've been, like, battling with my fucking self is the debation on exactly what and ways I want to live in and travel with. And the tent is not horrible, especially, of course, campgrounds, you know. I won't discount those because I do know that, excuse me, from time to time, you know, I will probably live in them. And then if I'm doing the U-Haul box conversion, then that can pretty much, I can't say everywhere, but parking wise, especially if it's somebody's business or something like that, obviously, you know, getting permission in order to do so. But that may or may not be all that hard to do. But in all honesty, to me, the benefits of having the converted box truck, I would personally try to do my best, not to say that always it's going to be that way, but to find like a beach parking lot or something that you can pay, if you got to pay to park there or whatever. But boom, say if you can pay for that bad boy for the fucking month, and it's like a $60 parking pass, bro, say fucking less. You literally live right on the fucking beach of wherever you're at. That's a great fucking view, I would about imagine, waking up to. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, there obviously are options. I know it's not gonna be fucking all peaches and cream or whatever type of way you would want to excuse me, describe it. But and then again, I thought about like both ideas. So yeah, that's the only I'm trying to think. No, so if I do the U-Haul truck, obviously converting it and then towing the car, I'd be good because I wouldn't need to worry about necessarily the storage because, well, the U-Haul obviously is home, so there would not need to be any basically external storage, if you will. Because I was sitting there thinking, if I was doing just like the tent, I can have the vehicle I currently have and attach like one of those not the smaller ones, but I'm sure that you guys have seen a U-Haul or Penske or wherever you guys are at that see this, whatever type of a rental moving company has, and they're like the little enclosed trailers on the back. If I was just to roll with the car that I have now and just tent live, which of course, obviously that's going to cost, because if you live, you know, in campgrounds and such, you know, that's going to cost over just living in the box truck, obviously. But of course, you know, living in the box truck still going to cost you money, you know, from time to time for whatever reasoning. But if the car, and I had the little U-Haul thing, that would be big enough to where, of course, that my car can haul it. But it would have enough space to where basically I could put everything, like if I'm going to full-time tent live, then it can have all of my that would be basically my mobile storage, because I wouldn't be pulling that with the U-Haul. You know what I'm saying? Decisions. And of course, you know, I sit there and think about, because like a buddy of mine was sitting there mentioning, he's like, dude, he's like, I understand you're sitting there talking about the tent and all that. He's like, yes, he's like, it's the most cheapest route to go. And of course, like the one tent that I've been looking at and I'm technically in ways saving up for it as I'm literally making this video. He's like, it's all good and nice and everything, but he's like, you never know, somebody could, try to rob you, slice, side of your tent, that's easy access. Or wildlife. And it's like, you know what? I mean, you're not wrong on either end. But, excuse me. So that's why I was sitting there thinking maybe the U-Haul, with it being a vehicle, and it's already basically squared, that can be quite easily converted and then pull the car behind it. So it's like I live in my tow vehicle, literally, and then the car I can use to dash and do whatever to make whatever money that is needed, which obviously that's fucking words. That is right here, right now, like guaranteed money, which anybody out there, obviously, if you dash, you're aware of that. And then maybe this, channel down the road starts bringing me in a penny or two. That would be nice as well. Okie dokie here. Debation. Okay, I think I'm going to keep going right because, let's see. I don't even see that. Oh, never mind. Is this the dot? I'm guessing maybe possibly. That's the only thing I see remotely close to a dot upon that sign. Okay, so if it is there, I'm wondering if I kind of want to be walking around the lake. Fuck it. Let's go right, as I was mentioning. If anything, we'll just do a big ass fucking circle. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're having fun taking a walk in the woods. I could use something to drink. That I could use. The only thing that sucks, you hear that? Not that. Yeah. I'm too fucking close to fucking mankind. Seriously, I'm obviously in the woods, as you guys can see that. But I know that you can hear the fucking vehicles. What in the shit? I don't know what that... I have zero clue what that is. Oh, I just kind of figured it was possibly interesting, and I would show you guys. But yes, hearing fucking cars. Dude, I hope this trail right here does not take us to the fucking road, because it is definitely sounding and appearing to be that way. So if it is, I might pause possibly on the walk back up, because I have a feeling it is. That way you guys don't have to see coming back up, since you've already watched it this way. Or I might keep it rolling just in case we potentially missed something the first time. But alright, so we went right. This is going like right, because it's like one almost right back around to the front, which, I mean, if that's the factor, then that's the factor. Ooh, I see a guardrail. That's not cool. Well, I mean, it is what it is, but for our little hike here, if it wasn't for the factor of actually holding these fucking Adidas slippers, I would totally be earthing right now. Honestly, I don't feel like fucking holding them. But it does feel weird walking through here. Yeah, see, you guys can clearly see that that's the fucking road. So, well, actually, I'm trying to think of where the hell I'm even at, because I know I've been through here before. Okay. Well, like driving through there wise. Okay, so that must have been it, because you can see the red dot it's closer there to the top. Okay, well, fuck it. I'm not gonna pause it. You guys can walk back with me, and not necessarily saying like a speed run by any means, but yeah, that fucking sound it is what it is. It's a part of fucking life, I guess. You got the concrete jungle right next to the woods, but I guess we gotta get around as well. But yeah, I mean, if you guys think about it or have any thoughts, ideas, tips, tricks, that whole mess between doing the tent deal, because actually the one I'm looking at getting for the backyard currently, and of course obviously you guys can look it up if you like, it's the Ozark 10 4-season tent. Literally has 3 different windows, if you will, to slap in a home AC. So definitely, of course, on the summertime, I'm sure that's more than a plus. It has a stove jack in it, and from the video I was watching, I can't remember what the dude's name is, but he is definitely has a little bit of humor to himself, which is definitely a good thing. Sense of humor never hurt anything. Okay, so we're going this way, because we came from that way and went that way, hence the sign. So didn't mean to make you dizzy right there, but let's carry on this way since we have not been this way. But yeah, Ozark 10-person tent, 4-season, has 3 areas where you can place an AC. Has a stove jack that has 3 different, from when I was watching the dude's video, was for like the hole. It's got 3 different sizes, so you don't have to you don't have to necessarily worry about ordering one or measuring or anything. There's 3 different size ones, so, which I'm sure you'd still potentially measure or whatever, but having 3 options is obviously a hell of a lot better than having none, or just simply one. But it's got like 2 rooms and then like a screened in, like basically if you want to make it like a little kitchen area or whatever type deal. I personally, once I get it, I've honestly thought about making it like my little eBay area. Because man, I tell you, one of my old bedrooms I was in, I bought an item which isn't in there. Dude, you guys already know I shouldn't have to mention what this is a perfect area to fucking for. Yeah. Be one with nature. Y'all should already pick up that drift. That's a great fucking spot. Let's see. Oh yeah. So the screened in part would most likely be, and that's the entranceway as well. But I would most likely probably set up all my either I might set up my fucking eBay shit in there and get it out of that room, because I can get it a little bit more organized. Yeah, I probably will fuck with that. But yeah, so from the get-go, I want to have the tent. Kind of like pre-going nomad, I guess, if you will. Kind of getting the whole feeling and, I guess was it adapting or there's acclimate. That's the word I was looking for. Like acclimate myself into that lifestyle and such. And so yeah, so we're gonna shoot for that one first, and then, like I said, most likely we'll go ahead, because like if I get the fucking U-Haul and do that shit, that doesn't mean that I can't go to certain campgrounds and say fuck it. Well, inside of the U-Haul is literally my fucking home, but I want to sleep in a fucking tent for, a week or two in the actual woods and like at a campground, and we could do that. So just trying to not be stuck to one option, I guess, if you will. Kind of have more than one within one. I know that makes sense. I didn't want to hit that fucking cobweb for multiple reasons, and the main one, I ain't trying to take dude's web out. Alright. I have a feeling that this is just going to simply wrap around and go out the entryway, which is fine as well. But we're going to learn. We're going to find out. Ow. That's my own fault. This is so fucking peaceful. Just Mother Nature. You see, you can't hear any cars anymore. You know what? I do actually remember this from the last time coming through here. So technically, you are here. Damn, we're right there. We'll go this way. So if I'm not mistaken, since I have been down that portion I just showed you, that has like all the logs and such, this will take us back to the beginning. I'm almost certain. Like I said, I want to try, like I did talk a bit in the beginning, I want to try to leave the rest of this to just Mother Nature sounds. That is one dry ass creek. Like dry as fuck. Let me know down in the comments if anybody has, for one, made it this far and not clicked away. I know this isn't for everybody, and to some, they get enjoyment out of it. So, fuck, what was I about to say? Hold on, we got a minute. Okay, here, hold on. I can't remember which way it goes to. Excuse me. Let's go right. Damn. I'm trying to remember what the hell I was about to say to you guys or ask you. So I'm pretty certain it was going to be something where I was going to ask you guys about something and to leave your comments down below. Because for one, if you're... I know I was saying is like, you know, obviously some of you do enjoy these. Dry ass creek as well. Oh yeah. Dry. I'm still trying to think of what the fuck I was going to ask. Because now that's kind of annoying. Some bitch. Well, I have a feeling by the time I get out of here, excuse me, that I'll remember it and it won't be placed and or timed right and or will. Half the fucking battle's just remembering what the fuck it was. It does feel good to take a nice long ass walk in the woods. For a multitude of reasons. I'm not trying to sound all winded either, but I kind of lightweight partially. Oh, well, sorry about that, spider. I did not see it, nor did I mean to go through a partial bit of that web. That is not what I'm here for. Oh, I think that, maybe that was going to be it. Sitting there trying to think of like having like angles and such of recording through here. For like say scenarios like this and such, or even like whenever I like do Goodwill hauls or going to the thrift store and such. Excuse me. Do you guys think, and would you like it if I got like a GoPro? Because I know a lot of a lot of people in general, I know, have them just to have them for sporting events or whatever the fuck, to simply have it. But on my end, for, like I said, like this, instead of me walking around here holding this phone for you guys and trying to keep it as steady as possible while walking, or to get a GoPro and excuse me, that way I can strap that bad boy up on my head and I can walk around hands free, since I won't have to hold the damn phone anymore. Although being you guys, well, I'd about imagine it would probably be just as bouncy as it is currently, considering it's still going to be attached to my body. So, well, no, I was just literally thinking that. Of course, I had a fucking moment where I completely lost track of what the hell I was thinking about, but here's another dried up ass creek. What's this? Entering Miami University Ecology. Wow, words. Ecology Research Center. Shit, my bad. Research studies in progress. Admittance to authorized personnel only. Please stay on the Kramer Woods Reserve Trail. Oh, absolutely. Disturbing humans, I don't mind when I'm not trying to disturb any animals. I ain't trying to disturb any humans either. We're gonna have to swoop up something to eat, because I'll be getting a tad bit on the hungry side. But yeah, that's just my ideas on with the traveling and all that, because obviously I can use any and or all of those options. That's what I'm saying too, is like between doing the research and homework and all that, is seeing basically kind of what's obviously in most ways, seeing what is financially reasonable for myself, and of course cheaper. So okay, I'm guessing, well, it's not even really a trail, but I do remember coming this way the last time, so we should be I say 10, 15 maybe we'll be out. And again, thanks guys, I know it's not for everybody again, but if you're still hanging out and taking a stroll through the woods here with me, I do greatly appreciate it. A quick snippet on the gaming. It won't be like the video that I'm talking about that I want to make, but in general, hopefully here soon, I want to look into at least a cam. So get that, but I don't know how long it will be in order to get it, but that is one thing I do have intentions on having as a future purchase. There's another spot. Oh yeah, that's another great spot to do the same thing. It's not like an over hill ledge or whatever view by any means, but damn near on level ground, dead in the middle of the woods. Hell yeah. So peaceful, I tell you. Just quietness, Mother Nature, and a happy stroll. Absolutely. Another little section they close off the deer, which I do like that way. I mean, this is their habitat, their environment. And I enjoy walking through it and enjoying it with them. I know my voice probably sounds so low and crackly, but yeah. Oh, there goes a squirrel. I'm almost certain though too that we're on the path to the exit, if I'm not mistaken. I could be though. Oh, now I'm just trying to remember where I was getting at. Yeah. Being out here in the woods and such, because the deer, I mean, obviously this is their fucking habitat and such, so, but how they had that fence off for the enclosure, which, yes, granted, still in ways that is enclosing them within their own habitat itself, but at least in ways, I'm sure, of course, there's obviously other reasons, but makes it safer, everything, and I'm cool with that. As long as they don't hurt the deer by any means, that's all good. And another thing is, it's cool in here. This day is pretty damn warm. I think the last time I looked, shit. Well, fucking hey, look at that. I just literally, I went that way. You guys just seen that. Of course, we just came out there. This has got to go back to the entrance. So, I believe you guys found out and learned today with me that coming into the entrance of the woods, the right trail, technically at some point back there, basically completely ends into the left portion of the trail. Because whenever I walked this trail beforehand, like I said, we went left and not right. So with this being part 2, we went right. It just didn't go like the left did last time. I don't think I was on this already, because it doesn't have like a little, I don't know, maybe I was. I know I was on one like this, with like little board pieces, like steps, but that one. So yes, I have actually been through this portion right here. So, well, with that being said, I will continue recording until we get out of the woods. But since you guys have seen, if you've been here since the beginning, unless you want to continue on and enjoy the rest of the path exiting, I do appreciate your time. I just know some people are like, well, you literally made it right back to where you started, so you can see there's the field and all. So we're definitely not far from the entryway, but I would understand if you guys want to roll out, but I would also love and appreciate it if you stick with me to the end. Yeah, I'm fucking majorly winded, if you guys couldn't tell. Whew. Damn, does this feel good. I hope my breathing is not loud where you guys can hear it, because that would be annoying as shit. Yep, see the boards? Honestly, something's telling me I need to go that way. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I feel like fucking Chevy Chase here. Fucking Clark Griswold walking on this shit. If you know, you know. Which you should. Majority of the human race in general should get that. If not, you need to catch the fuck up. Okay. I do remember that part. I'm just not 100% certain if this will lead us out. But we'll get there. We will get there. This is my happy place anyhow. I could have an area out here. The thing is, like out here and something like this, I wouldn't want to destroy the trees and all that shit just to put myself down to make a spot for, my camping gear and all that. So I just wouldn't want to disrupt shit. Now granted, I'm sure campgrounds at some given point that they did do something of that nature to make said area campable, if you will. Ow! That rock did not feel very good pressing up into the heel. Okay. I'm just trying to remember and retract memories back from the first time going through here. Just a heads up to you guys, if by any means, if I happen to get a phone call and it cuts my video off, I do apologize ahead of time. I know we're almost an hour in, but just to let you guys know. Okay, now I think. I don't know. Oh, I remember all this too. Oh. Dried ass creek. Oh man. Definitely shower time when we get home, because I'm a dripping hot mess. But 'tis a point in the part of enjoying such activities. Okay, so is that a, I don't know if that's a fucking trail or not, but we're not going that way. We're gonna continue this way. I almost feel like I got my own fucking self turned around. I do not. Damn, that's a deep motherfucker for a little creek. Definitely just looks like a washout. Man. Yeah. This is feeling right though. I don't know if it is, but it's feeling that way. Alright, well, yeah, anyways, it kind of sucks. So I can hear traffic, but that also means, of course, we're just that much more closer to the parking lot in the car. I'm pretty certain, yeah, this is when we get up here. So that's why it looked all weird, or however you want to look at it, whenever I first walked in. Maybe, or maybe this is just one shady circular trail here, but I'm pretty certain whenever I first came in and showed you guys down to the left, this looks like the opposite direction of said trailhead. I don't know. If that right there goes to the right where it lights up, I think it is, because right there to the left is a sign. Is that our sign? Oh, looky there. I think. Yeah. That was it. Okay, so you guys seen, we came in, there's a beginning sign there. We went that way, all that fucking hiking to come out on the left hand side. And then, phew, that was a fucking nice ass walk. I thoroughly, ow, fucker, I said that. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Oh, that was like a tiny ass little bitty pebble. And man, the factor of that, with me stepping on it and being able to feel that go straight up through the bottom of my fucking sandal. Okay. Yeah, this is D-Way. This is D-Way. Because as you guys can already see, cars, traffic, humans. Alright, so guess homeboy went there and got fucking lost because pretty fucking certain I went damn near on every fucking trail. And god damn. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can mount this without fucking it up. But if we do, at least this is towards the end of the video. Alright, there's that held. There is that held. Awesome. Fucking A. Man. Well, I think it's warm. It's warm, and then of course you guys just went on damn near almost an hour hike with me. So yeah. Again, for that, thank you. Yeah. I mean, it is still summer, you know, fall's, you know, slowly. Oh, shit. Yeah. Excuse me. Fall is slowly making her way in, so, which is fine, you know, that's the whole part and how seasons go and all that shit. Plus, well, I mean, shit, you guys have already been around here at least, because I'm coming up on a year, I think. I'll have to go back and look in the, I was about to say credentials. It might be underneath that term of definition. Because at first I thought it was September something, which obviously we know it's September now. But then again, I think the last time I looked at it, it was like February or whatever. But regardless, if it's obviously September, it's literally within days. And of course, if it's February, it's within just a handful of months. Once, like I was sitting there telling you guys, of course, on the, excuse me, on the trail itself, that I'm saving for the tent. Now that I'm set down and I can actually focus on it more and everything. Like I said, I think within, like, on the trail itself, I can't recall if, I don't know the dude's name. I do know, like I said, like, he's got a sense of humor, and that's one thing, a lot of people enjoy a sense of humor and actually being able to watch somebody's video and, you know, crack a smile or, you know, laugh a little bit. I mean, it's a great thing for, you know, everybody. But no, he did a review deal on, is the Ozark 10 Ozark Trail 10-person 4-season tent. That's nowhere near lit. But it has like the 3 AC vents. It's got the stove jack. And like I was sitting there saying, like, it's basically got like 2 bedrooms, and then the entrance has like a screened mesh entrance or whatever, but it can be all zipped up as well. Once I get that, I will be doing a setup video, basically like a unpacking and setup video for that. Now dude did it, and he said, like, all in total, like, getting it out of the packaging and all that and all fully set up, like 15 minutes. I may or may not have the kiddo and the boyfriend help, but of course if I do, obviously you guys will see, and I'll let you know during the making of that video. And of course, if I do, obviously that will make it a whole lot quicker. But that's, of course, if they even want to bother with it. If they don't, obviously not a big deal, because I don't necessarily, I mean, not to say that I don't care, but I mean, if they don't want to fuck around with it, then they don't want to fuck around with it. I can get it. But with that being said, so you guys will see it being set up, and then I'll make videos of, like, slowly moving things into it and all that, because as I've made videos in the past before, let you guys know, especially if if you've been here and all that, and if you watch some of these videos. I do think, as when we were walking through the woods and such, I do want to do the U-Haul. I like that idea, but I also like having the tent as well. That's also another thing. I was like, I will record, like, like putting the tent together and all that, and like basically moving into it, if you will. And then when we get the U-Haul, and that's another thing though too, like if the person I purchased the U-Haul off of, if they're cool with, like, recording of, like, going up and getting it, all that shit, yes, you guys will get that. And then after that, obviously, once I take ownership, whatever type of potential construction that I do to it or with it, or anything, literally from the point that I get it, I will show you guys. And I want to start in ways, because, like, I don't do any editing or anything else like that, but I do kind of want to start, learning how to put, I guess in ways it is editing, but like different clips together. And I know the kids, like, you can get on, I think it's CapCut or something else of that nature. So in some videos, yes, I was like, I want to start learning how to do that, to give you guys non-edited videos, but edit it in that way, if that makes any bit of sense. But because I want to show you guys everything, like I said, getting the tent all set up, getting the U-Haul, getting that from whatever condition it is in, to the condition that I want it to be in order to live in it and to travel in. So that way you guys will see both of what I want to have before I even hit the road. But other than that, I mean, obviously those are different videos and all that. I just figured we were talking about it as we were walking through the woods, and then, like, as an end cap to the video of letting you guys know, once I get the tent, we'll do that. Once we get the U-Haul, we'll do that. So, and as time also progresses, I do want to get, like, even for gaming, I want to get, the camera, potential light, the microphone, small, just like small steps. We're still a small channel, still growing. I want to get different things that's not only going to help myself, but it's going to help the channel, and, have you guys enjoy the content that I put out. And if anybody else new comes in, some content, enjoyment for them as well. But that being said, I very much appreciate it, guys. You've hung out with me here for just a change over an hour. I greatly appreciate that. Not to say we won't ever come back here or the other walking trail, but I'm sure that either on their website, or I'm sure I can find, like, something like of trailheads and in town here. So we'll try to look around for some other trails to explore, and you guys will come right along with me and let me know, like, if you guys have made it fully through here. Also let me know in the comments if I mean, I may or may not go with one. Like, if you guys want one special, if you guys would like me to get basically like a GoPro for walks, hikes through the woods or whatever, or for, like, Goodwill, the thrift store, or like flea markets and such like that, if something like that you guys will be interested in, which I'm sure that they're probably not all that expensive. I don't know, I've never even began to even look them up, but I would about imagine that they're not stupidly priced or whatever. But if you guys would like something like that, where, like, you had the point of view, but, like, maybe like a higher point of view, if you will. But if that's something of interest to you guys, let me know, and we'll go from there. But I don't know. I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and head on home and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. And we'll probably just take a day off, and then we'll go dash tomorrow. So that being said, again, thank you guys very much. You've hung out with me for a little over a minute 5 here. So, or yeah, no, an hour and 5. Thank you for going on a hike with me and enjoying some Mother Nature. in more than one way. Other than that, you guys have a fantastic day, and we will see you later.